Hi, this is Kristen Brinley with DC Metro Real Producer. I get to speak with Wendy Banner of the Banner team today. What would you say is something that was a big game changer in your career that's happened?
There's been a lot of pivotal points in my career, but one of the things that really stand out for me is when I had a builder take a chance on me when I was a relatively new agent and gave me a subdivision of 6 custom homes that they were building. And that kind of put me on the map in the Potomac market and gave me an opportunity to show what I can do.
What are your most influential books that you've read?
Business-wise, there's a book that I've read. I've never highlighted so many parts of a book before, and it's called Never Split the Difference. Negotiate as if your life depended on it. And it's by a guy named Chris Voss, and he was an FBI hostage negotiator. And when I didn't even want to read the book at first because I thought, what do you mean never split the difference? We're supposed to be like win-win people. But if you're in a hostage situation, you don't get back half a hostage, and there are times when you really need to negotiate for 100% of what your client needs. And so it was really interesting.
What advice would you give someone starting real estate in 2017?
Well, anybody that's heard me talk has heard this before, and I will tell you that it's to know the market. This is not rocket science in this business. This is just a function of knowing the inventory, prospecting, and going out to visit homes and knowing when you find a buyer that's looking for something, knowing what's out there in the market.
What advice would you give someone starting a team in 2017?
Well, there's a couple different schools of thought on that, but I would say hire a good back-end administration person to help you shuffle through if it's a buyer or a seller. And once you have the back-end support, then you can add buyer agents into the mix and be ready to handle the business.
If you had a superpower, what would it be?
I would say probably, which could be good or bad, the power to read people's minds. Because if you know what somebody's thinking, you can pretty much, any other superpower could be rendered harmless from there. And I will tell you that there are ways to have that superpower without actually being supernatural. And we had a really interesting speaker lately on nonverbal communication. And you can look at people a lot of times and see what they're thinking. And you don't always want to hear it or see it, but just by listening and watching, there's a lot you can tell about what people are thinking.
You heard it here with Wendy Banner.